3 law firms on retainer. I don't know how much money is coming in, but I know that a lot of money is going out every single month for Diddy.
And I was big man. That was the extent of—
Oh my God, you guys. This isn't just another hip-hop headline. We are staring straight at the biggest reckoning the culture has ever seen. Forget rival gangs, forget shadowy cars rolling up on the Vegas Strip. This time it's Jay-Z and Diddy themselves tangled in an FBI dragnet. Yes, you heard me right. In just the last 24 hours, news broke that investigators have their hands on actual tapes, real video and audio, not some grainy bootleg passed around on DVDs, but the kind of receipts that could bring empires crashing down. And guess whose name is right at the heart of it all? Jay-Z. This isn't just a whisper in the streets anymore. This is a siren blasting across the entire industry. The whispers have become screams, the blogs are melting, and the headlines are brutal. Could this finally be the moment where rap's billionaire mogul trades in his Maybach for a prison jumpsuit?
Nigga, we never met.
So you and Tupac never met. That was just...
So it's nothing personal. Him and Big went through their—
And the urgency? Oh, it's real. FBI insiders are calling this evidence a bombshell so chilling it's got lawyers in panic mode. Warrants are reportedly being drawn up as we speak. Not only for Jay-Z, but Diddy too. Can you even process that? Diddy, already drowning in his own hurricane of lawsuits, suddenly being shoved onto a short list for handcuffs. This isn't gossip that dies in a meme cycle. This is betrayal at Shakespearean levels. For decades, we've watched these two build empires, flex platinum plaques, and tell us to hustle our way to the top. But if these tapes are the real deal, that success might have been built on the blood of hip-hop's most electrifying star. The cost? The silencing of Tupac Shakur himself. Fame, fortune, and a godlike status. If that was the bargain, then the receipts are finally catching up.
As far as, is he going to turn people in? Is he going to cooperate? If the federal government wants him to cooperate, and they're going to cut his time, because right now he's looking at 15 to life. With all the charges he had to, he won't get out till 70 years old. He about 70. That's when they start talking about letting him come to a halfway.
And here's where it gets even darker. According to insiders, this wasn't just gang warfare gone nuclear. This was business. Cold, calculated business. Jay-Z and Diddy, sources claim, were handed a deal, orchestrate Pac's exit, and in exchange, you get the keys to the kingdom. Limitless cash, untouchable influence, and permanent seats on hip-hop's throne. But the whispers don't stop there. Rumors point to a secret vault, yes, an actual fortified vault, tucked away inside Jay-Z's Los Angeles mansion. Imagine this. Confidential files stacked high, recordings of hushed conversations, blackmail treasures just waiting to be unleashed. 3 industry veterans swear this vault exists, and the FBI has already subpoenaed blueprints of the property. So was Jay-Z not only involved in the plot, but clever enough to hoard evidence as insurance, keeping every ally and rival on a tight leash for decades? That untouchable chess master persona? Maybe it wasn't branding. Maybe it was survival.
I felt like, they had a whole lot of potential. Jay was more quiet. But I mean, I learned that Jay was being quiet because he was taking notes. He was taking notes, observing everything, taking it all in. Because, sometimes you're around and you're watching to see things.
But just when you think it can't get crazier, the streets flip the script. What if Tupac never really died? Yeah, the wildest conspiracy theory of them all just roared back into the mainstream. A former Black Panther security officer, Michael Nice, claimed Pac faked his own death and slipped away to Cuba under government protection. Before his own suspicious accident, Nice told TMZ he even had video proof showing Fidel Castro himself approving the entire escape, complete with a body double swap. Imagine the drama. Tupac, hidden for decades, now stepping out of the shadows to testify against the very men accused of silencing him. The industry is buzzing that the FBI isn't just moving to take down Jay-Z and Diddy, but setting the stage for Shakur's ultimate return. Can you picture it? While the world mourned, Diddy built empires, Jay-Z made NFL deals, and Tupac was quietly waiting, plotting his resurrection as the final witness to bring the truth crashing down.
On your own platform, he said this on your platform that he put up $1 million to get Pac in.
Yeah, correct. He was around Puffy, and Puffy made a comment when they was around.
And that's why the industry is sweating bullets. If Pac really shows up in court, it's not just Jay-Z and Diddy who'll crumble. It's the entire system of silence. The unspoken rules, the protection rackets, the cover-ups. Imagine Tupac standing there, naming names, unraveling decades of backroom deals. Hip-hop's founding myth could shatter live on national television. And the clues? They've been in front of us all along. Old lyrics, especially from his Machiavelli album, where Pac literally hinted at faking his death. Fans are now combing every word, every cryptic line, realizing maybe Pac was warning us all along. From the coroner's report listing him taller and heavier than reality, to the cremator disappearing right after the job, suddenly the puzzle pieces look less like fantasy and more like foreshadowing.
Jay-Z got his ass whooped by his sister-in-law on camera. What's her name? Solange. You got it after. The feds ain't step in and do nothing. The feds don't care about you getting your ass whooped.
So here we are, questioning everything we thought we knew. Jay-Z, the calm strategist, now looking like a pawn in his own game. Diddy, once the master escape artist, his Teflon shield melting under the weight of criminal charges. And Tupac, possibly the man who outsmarted them all, preparing for the mother of all comebacks. And the pressure? It's volcanic. Executives lawyering up, old friends ducking out of sight, social media convulsing with leaks and secondhand tea. Every hour brings new rumors, vaults, tapes, testimonies. And through it all, the ghost of Suge Knight keeps creeping back. You can't talk about Pac, Jay-Z, or Diddy without Suge's name hovering like smoke. Was he a mastermind, a puppet, or the ultimate puppet master? Suge Knight. Now this man is the storm you can't escape. He survived every hurricane, federal raids, bankruptcies, gang wars, and even prison sentences. And yet, he's always there, lurking. Insiders whisper Suge may have played Diddy and Jay-Z against each other, fanning the flames of the East Coast-West Coast feud, letting them clash while he quietly steered the narrative. And now, with unsealed court documents and hours of grand jury testimony surfacing, Suge's role is back under the microscope. One former associate even claimed Suge knew more than anyone and strategically fed both sides just enough to hang themselves. And here's the kicker. When Suge went down on unrelated charges, he hinted from behind bars, "Justice for Shakur is coming." Was that cryptic promise a warning, a prophecy, or Suge's way of reminding everyone he still holds cards in this deadly game? But let's talk Diddy, because if anyone's paper trail looks messy, it's his. For years, the rumors swirled. Cash envelopes, bodyguards suddenly switching sides, shady backroom meetings. But now, federal investigators aren't chasing whispers. They're following the money, and what they're finding is chilling. Keefe D, a man who openly admitted his role in the Shakur shooting, told police Diddy allegedly offered a cool $1 million to have Pac silenced. Yes, $1 million. In his taped police interview, Keefe claimed Diddy said outright, "Man, I want to get rid of them dudes." And guess what? The payout, the meetings, the contract, it's all detailed in court filings now. This isn't just barbershop talk anymore, it's inked in legal transcripts. And think about how wild that is. For decades, Diddy was untouchable. The mogul who danced in the rain, threw billion-dollar parties, and brushed shoulders with presidents. His brand was built on unity, peace, collaboration. But what if the truth is darker? What if all that shine was funded by one of the most infamous hits in music history? Fans are gutted asking themselves, was any of it real? Over the past year, we've watched his fall in slow motion. Human trafficking charges, racketeering accusations, lawsuit after lawsuit. The empire is collapsing, and the NDAs that once kept his secrets sealed are now crumbling one by one. And with the FBI diving into every suspicious wire transfer, every studio expense report, the storm over Diddy is nowhere near done. And here's the scarier question. Did that $1 million bounty stop with Keefe D's crew? Or was there a bigger spiderweb of payoffs? Did the money stretch into record labels, law enforcement, even political pockets? One industry veteran whispered, "If they ever open Diddy's old ledgers, you'll see names you never expected." So now, everyone waits, because a conspiracy this big doesn't end with 1 or 2 arrests. It could topple entire empires. But let's not forget, the biggest clues may have always been hiding in plain sight. Pac's Machiavelli album. Fans have dissected it for years, convinced he left breadcrumbs in his lyrics. Songs like Bomb First and Hail Mary suddenly sound like coded warnings, references to betrayal, surveillance, false friends, and the name Machiavelli, a nod to Niccolo Machiavelli, the strategist who famously wrote about faking your own death to fool enemies. Rearrange the letters of Machiavelli, and what do you get? I'm alive, Kay. Even the album cover, Shakur crucified, staring straight at us unbowed, feels like a declaration that he wasn't gone, just waiting. Fans argue he told us the plan in real time, we just didn't listen. Every line feels like a confession buried in rhyme. And with the FBI circling now, it's as if Pac's ghost is screaming, "I warned you!" And then there's the friendship, the Jay-Z and Diddy alliance. For years, they were untouchable. Billionaire brunches, shared stages, even courtroom battles fought side by side. But now, that friendship looks like it's burning to ash. Jay-Z is in survival mode, cutting ties, lawyering up, denying every accusation as loudly as he can. Meanwhile, Diddy sits in a cell, drowning under the weight of a rap sheet so long it could fill its own Wikipedia page. The Billionaire Brothers era is crumbling, and with every leak about Diddy's freak-offs, Jay-Z's alleged blackmail vaults, and Pac's whispered resurrection, it feels like we're standing at the edge of hip-hop's biggest implosion. implosion. And the psychological fallout, oh, it's brutal. For millions of fans, this isn't just tabloid gossip, it's their childhood heroes, their cultural icons. Pac was the voice of rebellion, Diddy the soundtrack to every party, Jay-Z the model of ambition. And now, they all look like villains in a twisted Shakespearean tragedy. So here's the burning question. What happens next? If the FBI actually drops the receipts, if Pac really re-emerges, what does hip-hop even look like? Is it the end of an era or the beginning of something even messier? Maybe this is Pac's ultimate comeback story, rising not just as a survivor, but as the final truth teller standing. Or maybe it's the moment where the empires built on lies finally collapse, clearing the stage for a new generation. And just like that, we're left staring into the unknown. Every rumor, every sealed vault, every supposed Pac sighting, it all pushes us closer to the kind of finale nobody ever saw coming. Will the FBI blow the lid off this? Will Pac walk back into the spotlight? And who else is about to be dragged into the fire when the dominoes start to fall? Until then, all we can do is watch, wait, and wonder, because this saga, oh, it's far from over. Oh, it's far from